Welcome to Outside Views. Today we're delving into a topic that highlights the murky intersection of politics, power and influence, the so-called dark alliance involving Brexit-era figures and their modern-day whisperers. How has Brexit reshaped political alliances and what does it mean for the UK's political future? Is this a calculated return of key players from the Brexit saga or a reflection of a deeper political realignment? Central to this story is Dominic Cummings, the controversial former chief advisor to Boris Johnson and mastermind behind the Vote Leave campaign. Cummings, a name synonymous with disruption and strategy, disappeared from the public eye following his dramatic departure from Downing Street in 2020. Now, reports suggest he is attempting to stage a political comeback, potentially with the support of tech billionaire Elon Musk. And this raises significant questions about the nature of influence in contemporary politics. To understand this unfolding narrative, we need to revisit Cummings' role in shaping Brexit. His strategic use of data, targeted messaging, and controversial claims turned the Vote Leave campaign into a political juggernaut. But his tenure as Johnson's chief advisor was marked by infighting and an eventual fallout that led to his dismissal. Despite this, Cummings remains a figure capable of galvanizing anti-establishment sentiment. And his latest ambition, the formation of a new political party aimed at dismantling the traditional dominance of the Conservative and Labour parties. Reports suggest that Cummings has been in contact with Elon Musk, though not directly. Allegedly, their communication has been facilitated through intermediaries, raising eyebrows about the purpose and implications of these discussions. Musk, known for his unpredictable commentary on social media platform X, formerly Twitter, has recently attacked UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer and even speculated about foreign intervention in Britain's governance. The language and themes of some of Musk's posts have led to speculation that Cummings may be influencing his rhetoric. And this alleged connection between Cummings and Musk is concerning for several reasons. First, it underscores the growing role of billionaires in shaping political narratives. Musk's platform X has become a megaphone for political opinions, often amplifying controversial or divisive viewpoints. Second, it highlights the blurred lines between technology, politics, and public influence. Cummings' reported admiration for Musk's disruptive approach suggests a potential alignment of visions, particularly regarding anti-establishment politics. The backdrop to the story is Musk's vocal criticism of Starmer and the Labour government. Musk has accused Starmer of failing to address systemic issues, including past allegations of mishandling investigations into grooming gangs during his tenure as Director of Public Prosecutions. These critiques, while inflammatory, resonate with segments of the public disillusioned by mainstream politics. Cummings' involvement, if true, would indicate a calculated effort to weaponize these narratives for political gain. Beyond the immediate players, this dark alliance raises broader questions about the state of UK politics. The idea of a new political party disrupting the Conservative Labour what is that in English? Dichotomy? Well, it taps into widespread frustration with the status quo. Voter apathy and disillusionment have created fertile ground for anti-establishment movements. Cummings' strategy appears aimed at capitalizing on this sentiment, positioning his unnamed party as a fresh alternative to the traditional political order. However, the challenges to such an endeavor are significant. We saw it with Reform UK. The UK's first past the post electoral system heavily favours established parties, making it difficult for new entrants to gain traction. Past attempts to break the Conservative Labour stronghold, such as the Liberal Democrats' rise and fall, serve as cautionary tales. And even Nigel Farage's Reform UK, despite its early momentum, has struggled to maintain relevance. Cummings' potential alliance with Musk could provide resources and visibility, but it also risks alienating voters wary of billionaire influence. The implications of this potential alliance extend beyond domestic politics. Musk's global stature and controversial interventions in international matters add an unpredictable dimension to this story. His support for populist movements, criticism of established governments, and willingness to challenge norms align with Cummings' disruptive ethos. But this alignment also raises ethical concerns about accountability, transparency, and the role of wealth in democratic systems. Another layer to this narrative is the historical context of Brexit itself. The referendum, driven by promises of sovereignty and control, was a turning point in UK politics. Figures like Cummings and Johnson played pivotal roles in shaping its outcome. Now, as Brexit's economic and social consequences continue to unfold, the re-emergence of its architects in new guises invites scrutiny. Are they seeking to address the challenges they helped create, or are they doubling down on the same tactics that fueled division and polarization? Critics argue that Cummings' new political ambitions are less about systemic reform and more about consolidating personal influence. His history of confrontational politics, disdain for traditional institutions, and focus on disruption suggests a continuation of his previous methods. Whether this approach resonates with the public, increasingly wary of political turmoil, remains to be seen. Beyond Cummings, the broader trend of tech billionaires influencing politics is gaining traction globally. From Musk to other figures in Silicon Valley, there is a growing tendency to leverage platforms, wealth, and influence to shape political discourse. And this trend poses significant questions about democratic accountability. Should individuals with vast resources be allowed to wield such power over public opinion? What safeguards could be implemented to ensure that this influence does not erode democratic principles? The UK's political landscape is already fraught with challenges. Brexit has left deep divisions, but also economic uncertainty and a sense of political stagnation. The rise of anti-establishment movements, fueled by figures like Cummings and Musk, reflects a broader dissatisfaction with the status quo. However, the solutions they propose often lack substance, relying on rhetoric rather than actionable policies. The potential for a new political party to disrupt the current order is not without precedent. Movements like UKIP and the Brexit Party have shown that discontent can be mobilized effectively. But sustaining momentum and achieving lasting change is far more difficult. Cummings' party, if it materializes, will need to address key issues such as economic recovery, social cohesion, and international relations. Failing to do so risks alienating voters who are tired of empty promises and divisive tactics. So in conclusion, the alleged dark alliance between Brexit-era figures and tech moguls like Elon Musk reflects the evolving dynamics of political power and influence. It raises important questions about the role of wealth, technology, and strategy in shaping the future of democracy. As Cummings plots his next move, the UK faces a critical juncture in its political landscape. Will this alliance succeed in reshaping the political order, or will it falter under the weight of its contradictions? So thank you for joining me on this exploration of the intersections between politics and power. And if you found this analysis insightful, please like the video, share it, and subscribe to Outside Views for more in-depth discussions on post-Brexit politics. And of course, let's continue the conversation in the comments below the video. Do you think figures like Dominic Cummings and Elon Musk can genuinely disrupt UK politics, or is this simply another chapter in the saga of Brexit's unintended consequences? I look forward to your thoughts, and as always, stay informed and see you in the next video, one of those you find right here in the end screen.